1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry about that. I was talking the whole time. Yeah, that happens. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Bart, Reed, Brian, Dre? I was talking about the Ghost Rider. Who do you guys think it is? Which Kushala is who I hope it is. What's up, Megatron? I'm hoping. So, what do I hope for the reveal? I hope it's a November champion, right? Because either both champions or one champion, right? Because next weekend is the Battle Realm Brawl and the Summit, which I will be in Vancouver. Everyone, I'm so excited. If you guys are going, I'll be able to meet you. I have something special planned with Kabam, which hopefully I'm very excited to reveal that next weekend. But yeah, man, it's gonna be very tight for me. I put Robbie Reyes and Kushala in my thumbnail. Obviously, I'm not saying it's a reveal of them, but I mean, guys, what do you think? I mean, like, if four are the top four at the Battle Realm Brawl, right? They're gonna get the new original, right? So it's got to be revealed this weekend or next. So I'm very excited to see. Hey, what's up, Boo? How are you guys? I know I've been like pretty. I've been taking a break from MCOC. I know. Man, my YouTube just doesn't want to work today. That's a shame. I usually have it playing in the background. Your team, Robbie Reyes. Aiden's thinking Robbie, but he would very be happy with Kushala. Yeah, I voted for Kushala. You know. Jason Jabari Gaming. Yo, how are you, man? How are you? All right. And Okay, here we go. 1 minute. So yeah, I thought about cosplaying, but it's not. I'm not gonna. I am wearing shorts though, so you can say I'm wearing the Jax outfit, the outfit. 46
I'm finally
seconds.
in a place where I can finally say hello.
Hey, what's up, Pinhead?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, honestly.
Hey, you excited? You excited?
A little. Didn't even remember that today was the showcase until I saw that you were live on Discord.
Oh, perfect. It's MCOC time. That's what I'm talking about. So he can't die to bleed, degen, poison in some nodes. At max sick, he returns 50% back of the damage he takes from those effects, but you tap him. Oh, damn. Maybe the reels can be original with the comic.
It's specifically damaging direct damage effects. So incinerate and shock effects wouldn't apply to it, and stuff like rupture wouldn't either because they're energy and physical.
Oh,
he's alive.
Okay, it's the old. It's 2 years ago when we got the Superior Kang reveal. Unless they're re-editing this.
You too. Is that when they're live?
MCOC PlayStation will be announced. I've wanted Gabe to do it. I talked to him about it. He said, Kabam got their start in console games, so it would be nice. Okay, it is a re-edit. Okay, cool. A lot of the motion comics. A lot of the champion reveal trailers. Old animations. I know, I was like, come on, let's go. Let's get this new stuff. Aegon, Ghost Rider, Hercules, come on. Cassie, Black Widow, Iron Man, come on. Jubilee.
Not as up to date as you are.
Surfer, Spider-Ham, Angela, Squirrel, come on, Juan. Okay. Come on.
Isn't the Wong versus Abomination thing a Shang-Chi reference, not a She-Hulk reference?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Hey!
It's him!
It is.
That was epic! Yeah? Heck yeah! What's going on, Marvel fans? And all you Marvel fans watching at home throughout the multiverse?
Yes, sir.
I'm Josh Slay. How we all doing today?
Absolutely.
That's what I want to hear. I'm so excited to talk about Marvel Contest of Champions! Do we have any summoners in the house? Yeah. Okay, I see you. Well, I cannot wait for anyone new here. Marvel Contest of Champions is a free
It's Josh Shella, by the way, guys. You'll recognize him.
Google Play Store, where you collect and battle your
Hey, what's up, Max?
Marvel heroes. We are on year 8. Year 8. That is insane. I can't believe it. I'm so
head
proud
into
of
the
this
9th
game and
anniversary this
There are
December?
over 250 playable Marvel characters. If you told me that as a 13-year-old boy, I'd be like, there's no way I can carry around a game in my pocket with over 250
Hey, it's
characters.
awesome.
It's a juggernaut. Now, you're in for a treat today, y'all. We're about to talk tournaments, new characters,
Okay, new characters.
and more in this special show paid for by Kabam.
Okay.
And if you stick around, we got a giveaway.
Oh, well, I'm not there, so I
They
can't.
always get excited for the giveaway. I love it. All right, well, let's give a huge
Would've
Marvel
been
welcome
nice.
to the amazing community manager of Marvel Contest of Champions.
Jack?
Give it up for Jackson Stevens!
Ooh.
Amjax? Yeah, let's
Buddy, what's up, Josh?
Thanks for coming by.
Of course, happy to be here.
All right, so New York Comic Con.
He's got a
How's your
Kabam
con
original
going?
shirt.
Day
I don't
two,
think I've
you
seen
see
that
a
shirt
cool
before.
Marvel cosplay?
Yeah, I love the energy in a con here, and honestly, for me, cosplay
I hope
it
it's
just
not
draws
Kabam
the eye,
exclusive.
right? Shout out to everyone who's a spider
is.
person out there right now.
Unless they're
Rocking
gonna
spandex
give it out
in
next
October. Indoors, it's hot.
He
Outdoors,
shaved?
It's cold.
Oh my
It's
gosh, he
chaos,
did
but
shave.
You guys are the real ones. I appreciate you.
I love that. Well, let's
Wow.
jump right into Marvel
Damn.
Contest of Champions. I'm a huge fan. I think my go-to Doctor
That's funny.
Doom,
I don't have that. I don't
maybe
have
a
that.
little
I
bit
kind of
of
have that shirt.
Quicksilver,
I have it where it's only
maybe,
Civil
and
Warrior.
then
I got it
you
from
know,
a
I think
Kabam
that's
dev a
that's
couple
my
years
three.
ago.
What about you? What would be your three?
That is a solid group for me. Kitty Pryde representing the mutants.
Only
got like
Yeah.
one
Then
shirt.
Spider-Ham kind of breaks everything
Right.
visually, and I really enjoy that. And then
I'm wearing my-
Sasquatch because we need a cryptid and some
My
Canadian
Morning Star
representation.
shirt today.
Yeah, again, I love it. Well, this game is not just on your phone. You can also have live events that you're doing. I mean, we used to have the Summoner Showdown, which I loved. Now we got Battle Realm Brawl.
I love how
What can you
energetic
tell us
Josh
about
is.
Battle Realm Brawl is essentially the evolution of the Summoner Showdown. It's our first in-person live competition since those previous days and those previous competitions. It's the first live event we've had
The legend.
since the pandemic. We are flying out the top 8 players from all around the world. We have 8 summoners coming in from Mexico,
Fintech,
Finland,
Andrew,
from the UK,
Pepe,
2 in Canada, and a couple in the
Nagase,
US
Legacy,
as well. They are
Zarafa,
going to
Dark
battle it
Ghost,
out on
Treppy.
stage live in
Dude, that's gonna be such a good
Vancouver,
event.
October 20th and 21st. It's going to be a wild competition.
And I think they're right here. Oh, they were just on the screen earlier that you were seeing. That's going to be insane.
It's
What a
too bad
competition.
Barrowman couldn't
We
make
got
it,
a little
though.
trailer for you guys for Battle Realm Brawl.
I don't
Let's
watch
go
them.
ahead and take a look what that looks like.
Yeah, well.
Little video, okay. Saw MSD and the other guy, I forgot his name. He was really big in MSD a couple years ago.
Or was that somebody else?
Beer wasn't allowed. Oh, okay. Gosh, I'm so excited to go to Vancouver. So excited. Ah, this pain has Let's go! Hey, that was
Oh my! I think I saw myself in there. That was cool. Maybe a little teaser. Okay, so give us the scoop of this.
you haven't missed anything. They just said they will reveal the new champions.
We're gonna be
They're just talking about the
broadcast
Battle
live
Realm
on
tournament
Twitch,
next weekend
twitch.tv
first.
/Kabam.
Shambu.
You're going to see 2 days of really intense competition, but there's also going to be a number of reveals.
Yes.
For anyone who comes to the event live in Vancouver, Friday after the competition, we're going to be doing essentially a showcase of a lot of new game modes, new characters,
Okay.
lots of hands-on experience for people. But if you can't be there live,
Chris LaFleur,
the
that's who it
stream on
was.
the
Thank
Saturday,
you.
October 21st,
Yes.
we're going to be
I was
going
like, oh,
through
I forgot his
everything
name. I
that we
felt so
showcase
bad.
for players.
Yeah,
There's going to be a
Chris.
lot of new, like I said, game modes. Lots of really hype stuff that some people just have no idea is coming, really.
Dude, I'm
I
so
can't wait
excited.
now. When there's a tournament, there are prizes. What can you tell us about the prizes?
Yeah, what are the prizes?
Well, it's all going to be in-game stuff, which is
Ooh,
great.
yeah.
For me,
Okay, so
realistically,
they have
the
revealed that
competition,
already
it's
to
about
us.
the glory.
Yeah.
But I understand that's not for everybody. So our number 1 person, our top summoner, is going to walk away with essentially pick any 7-star champion in the game. Our highest rarity, new to the contest in the last few months here. Pick your favorite is what's going to be at the top there, along with other things, other
J-Whale.
goodies, other titles, other in-game materials as well.
I'm so curious who they would choose.
New
oh
game
my gosh!
modes.
Well, mark your
Yeah,
calendar,
game modes is
guys.
gonna be interesting.
It's going to be on October 20th
Hopefully
and
keep the game alive.
21st in Vancouver. And if you can't be in Vancouver, twitch.tv/Kabam. You can watch it there. Now, one of the best things about Marvel Contest of Champions, right, is you guys are always rolling out new content, new characters.
I like
into the
seeing
game.
his
It's putting
card
so
of,
much
like-
love into this game, which you can feel it.
It's really interesting.
Now,
Usually
I
you don't
think
ever
there's
see
been
what's
some
on.
more releases that you've been
what's on the
excited about.
card.
What have you been released that you've been excited about recently?
So in the last little while, the competition is set in our
Just
new game mode
noticed
called
it.
Battlegrounds. That's only been around for a year. It's completely changed the contest. But we're still
Highlighted
going
in
along
yellow,
with
which makes
all
it
of our
funnier.
story content, all of our act
Got a feeling they
content.
picked
So we've
Juggernaut?
actually
That'd
created
be a
some
good
new
pick.
bosses, a
mean,
lot
you're
of
pretty,
really
biased on that
cinematic
one.
things come to the contest. And there's something for everyone at this point.
Oh, and there's some badass bosses in Act 8. It's insane. Like, I gotta know, who should summoners fear the most? Like, who are some of the first bosses players will face?
So the first one in Act 8 is going to be Cytalis, an agent of Ouroboros. She is a essentially
Not to be confused with
corrupted
Loki
Black
Ouroboros.
Widow. The combat with her is very specific,
Spoilers.
very meticulous. You have to hone
up?
your skills. This game's crazy in that it's 3 things, right? It's your roster, it's your skills, and your knowledge. All of these bosses are really going to challenge that knowledge. for you.
Cytalis, just take in a
Cytalis
good
is
mutant
awesome,
champion like
but it
Storm
doesn't stop there
Pyramid
because we
X.
also have Bahamut, a corrupted Hulk as well. Some very fun mechanics in that fight on top
yeah,
of everything
Bahamut.
I
else.
love it's
I
like,
like
let's
some
make
good
Black Widow and
ping-pong
Hulk
every
even
now and then.
stronger, even badder.
Make them more wild.
Yeah,
Really challenge people.
And I think there's one more. Do you want to reveal it?
There is.
No,
So,
Nice.
as of next week, October 18th, we have our next set of story content, and with that comes our new boss. So this is Cerastes. Cerastes is a corrupted
There you go.
version
Cerastes.
of Iron Man.
I
and we
hate
have to
the
say
pronunciation
in
of
our
that.
game and in our community
Cerastes,
that
I
the
think
art
it's-
team don't miss.
No.
And these guys are beautiful. So it is very cool
Sir
to see them up on the
Estes.
screen
They
like this.
don't miss at all. Yo, how awesome
God, he
is
looks
that?
so cool, doesn't he?
That's insane. Oh my goodness.
So 8.3
Earth
boss is
Iron
Sir
Man.
Estes, corrupted Iron Man.
Estes fighting style. What can you tell us?
Well, so I can't tell you too
Like,
much because we don't want to give it away.
he made a
But
Darth
as
Maul
you can
suit of
see
armor.
here, everything visually is incredible. It's really going to challenge
Without
your
the color
reflexes.
scheme,
These
of
boss
course.
fights always do.
Yeah, 'cause his
But
leg
there
is, like,
that roster
completely
match that you need to
robotic.
consider, but it's always the reflexes. And I went to our game team as they designed it, and I said, "Who should I?"
He's
be
got, like,
bringing
the
in?
Silver
Who's the
Centurion
perfect
drones.
counter?" And they said, "We're not going to tell you." So I don't even have that answer for you. I wish that I could give you all a little sneak peek of exactly what you need to do here. But it's going to be a challenge one way
Hell
or the other.
yeah.
But that's the fantastic thing about a community as well.
Well,
And especially
we know
our
the
community.
Punisher
Everyone
still.
comes
We know
together
the
and
Chrono
shares
Trigger's
that
the
information and
you
shares
know,
that
so
knowledge, and
there's-
they
interesting
tackle
that
it
we're gonna
together.
get
learning
another
together.
Chrono
Exactly.
champion
Yeah.
for the 8.4.
Okay, if you can't tell us, I guess, who to bring in, any advice on how to take them
Will
down?
that
Just like
be
a little bit?
Punisher
That's going to be
in
tough too.
8.4,
I mean,
or
do the reps.
are we
You
gonna
got to do
run
the
through all
work,
the
right? Like a big part of this game is
Yeah.
the research. So we have a
I
ton
think-
of really talented
I
content
personally
creators.
think that's
They're
3,
putting out
one of each
guides.
class.
That's
There's
where
3
I
other classes.
I work for the company,
definitely could
and I'm
be.
still learning. Yes, from the company, but also from our content creators out there, really showing
Yeah.
you how
Widow
to
took
get
up
it
the
done.
skill
So
class, which means
collaborate,
what would Hawkeye
practice,
do?
work hard for it.
I don't
It'll
know.
come to you eventually. Yeah.
Well,
The
before
Loki
we
shirt
let
is
you
cool.
go,
Yeah, they
I think we
probably have
one
that
more
on
reveal.
sale.
And this is a big one.
This is a big one.
This is a big reveal.
This is a big one. I'm
All
really
right, here we
excited
go.
about it.
All right, what you got, Jackson? What you got?
All right, so we at Marvel Contest of Champions are always at our best when we are collaborating with Marvel
Okay.
and bringing new characters to the universe,
Okay,
to
that
the
makes sense.
Battleverse, for
Okay.
you all to play with in Marvel Contest of Champions. So it is with immense joy, pleasure, and privilege that I can introduce all of you to our newest champion, Chelt.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Huh?
That is awesome, y'all. The character is so layered, and we're going to hear from some of the creative minds behind her in just a few minutes.
Yeah, I have no idea
Jackson,
who this
thank
is.
you so much for those awesome announcements, the reveals. I cannot
Judging by
wait
the animal
to play as
stuff,
this character,
I
and
am
we're gonna
thinking
learn more.
Native
But I
American.
think it's time
This being
we hear
from
one
knowing
more
something
time
about
from Marvel
DC, I'm
Contest
thinking
of
of,
Champions
like,
community
what's the name of
manager,
the character?
Jackson
Vixen?
Stevens, y'all. Give
Thank you,
Give it
everyone.
up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now we got a special spotlight video of Chelt. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Shield.
Dude with the turtles costume.
Oh snap! I was right.
First Nations
Motion
people in pop
comes back.
culture is kind of a fascinating thing. A lot of the times, First Nations people, they're in art and they're in media, but they don't get a chance to control it, to create the story themselves. Chelt is the newest superhero coming to Marvel Contest of Champions. She's different because she's a First Nations hero, and she's created by a team of First Nations people. The way that Chelt gains her superpowers, there's this attack on her small town, there's a nuclear reactor that goes down, and it sort of creates this big wave of gamma mutates. Think Hulk, Abomination, those sort of monstrosities.
so Green
And they
Door.
start rampaging through the town, they start hurting people, and so Chelt goes to rescue her abusive father from these gamma mutates, and these two spirits are looking on, Brother Grizzly and Sister Eagle, and they decide to
know.
bestow their power on her because she shows the sort of courage and honor that they're looking for. Brother Grizzly is the
Okay,
warrior
that's
spirit. He's all about combat and sharing that combat knowledge. And Sister Eagle is
It
the
does
healer.
really feel like
She's
Vixen.
known for drawing out sicknesses and curses.
Yeah.
And so they kind of work as a pair to try and save the gamma mutates effectively from themselves. The biggest thing about working with Marvel is
Kushala, let's
go!
Yo!
Excitement
Let's
about the idea.
go!
They want this character to exist. They
Oh,
want this
hell
diversity and
yeah.
inclusiveness to be a major focus for them. Let's get the cultural experts in.
That's
let's make Sure we're
awesome.
doing this
Kushala
correctly,
and
let's make
Chelt.
sure we knock it
Wow.
out of the park. I don't know if it'd be possible for me to be more
That
proud
is
of an artistic
sick.
achievement. It's amazing. It's genuinely a
I love the
bucket list
axe,
sort
by
of
the way. I'm
achievement.
big
You
fan
know?
of that.
We've put an enormous amount of
Kushala,
effort and work
that's-
into making sure that she's not
Yes,
just authentic, but also
justice for her,
fun
man.
and exciting and interesting. I'm
Stop
hoping that
shouting,
they'll
talking.
see the effort that we put
Okay,
in
I can
and
put
be excited for
subtitles
the
on.
character and want to see more of the character.
I mean, like I said, if you want to watch the reveal, it's in the pinned comment. But we'll rewatch the video.
Yeah! How awesome was that?
That's awesome.
What's up? What's up? Yo, take a seat. Come on down. I'll introduce you to everybody. We
Oh,
got
nice, we're
some
in the
of
Kabam
creative
shirts.
team
Year
joining
7
us, y'all.
shirt
We got
and the
senior
2019
game designer
Comic-Con shirt.
Justin Austinson and senior quest designer Max Arnold from Kabam. Thanks for being here, guys.
Oh, okay, Max.
Thank you so
okay.
much for having
I know
us.
So
Max.
the big reveal just happened. How are we feeling? What's going through your minds?
I'm
words are hard to get out. Speechless, literally. Like, this is so amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I've been
and she
putting
does
so
look like
much time and
Nightwolf
effort
as well.
into
I
this for so
definitely
long,
agree.
and now it's here, and I could not be more happy and excited. Like,
Which
I'm
is
just
cool,
over
because
the moon
Nightwolf's
with
one of my
it.
favorite
Same
Mortal
sentiment?
Kombat
Same
characters.
sentiment?
Oh, absolutely. It's been a long road to get here, and it's been worth every single milestone we hit.
Dude, Max's
I love
voice
that.
is so...
Shield is the all-new original First Nations character in Marvel Contest of Champions, and she's created by First Nations people. Justin, what can you tell us?
Which I'm very glad. If you're going to do a character,
Well,
I think you should
when
have justice to
we
people who
first
are-
started working on Shield,
of
you
the
know,
same.
a little while ago during the first round of Summoner's Choice, actually, players were reaching out to us about how important it was for them to have First Nations representation. You know, they saw Danny Moonstar and they were over the moon. They were excited and they wanted more. And so we started researching, like, okay, what other First Nations characters do we want? And you may have seen a little
Jeans
sneak
and
peek
black
of
shirt
one
was-
of the
was
other
the
ones that
dress
we're going to be
code.
bringing into the contest as well there.
course.
But while we were doing this research, we kind of realized that there was an opportunity to tell some stories that never really get a chance to be told, and to tell them on an enormous stage like this. And so, yeah, Chelt is a brand new original character. She's Skatine Nations, you know, my own tribe. And we're getting a chance to tell the story that almost never gets to be told. It's amazing.
I love that. I
love
love
it.
that. The passion behind it.
Yeah,
too.
when we interviewed
Max, when
Kabam
and
Gabe,
where
and he was
do
like,
fans
I want a
play
Native
know more
American
about
character
Shield
in the
too?
game.
Well,
And I'm
Shield's
so
gonna
glad
be
we get
launching
two
in
now.
November, which is Native American Heritage Month, and she's
Yeah,
going to be coming
like
out
I
alongside
predicted, let's
Kushala,
go.
the Spirit Rider, who's another fan favorite folks have been asking for a long while.
I was not expecting
She's gonna be
him
making
to
her
have
debut in a printed comic
native
form
blood.
as well. It's going to showcase her origin story.
But then again,
The
it makes
script was
sense, because
written
I have a
by
friend
Rebecca
who's
Roanors,
got
who's done
Blackfoot
a
Sioux
phenomenal job
in his
with all the
bloodline,
work that she's
so...
contributed. It's filled to the brim with fabulous artwork by Jim Terry.
Interesting. So
I'm
it's
over
Kabam
the moon
original and
with
then going
how
straight into the comics.
Fantastic the work done on that comic has been. And then lastly, there's going to be a motion comic that we're
Will
going to
Chelt
release at the
be
same
more
time
involved in
November
the Marvel
that
comics
bridges
than
that gap
Guillotine?
between
I guess we'll have to
Shield's
wait and see.
origins and their
Yeah.
arrival in the contest. And that was also scripted by Rebecca. But it gave us this amazing opportunity to work with Tantu Cardinal, who provides the voiceover work for that motion comic, and it has been so exciting to have that happen.
Cool.
And yeah, you can check out all of that on our MCOC social channels in
When is
November.
the battleground?
Yes, yes, I love that. Now, in the trailer that you guys just saw,
I
Shield
don't-
has a
I know-
fighting
I don't know
strength
for
of
sure. I just know when that
Grizzly
tournament
and
is
the
next
healing
weekend.
from the Eagle. Now, Justin, how did the team land on
20th
those
and 21st.
powers, and how do they tie back into Marvel Comics?
Yeah, so funnily enough, when we first started working on the character, she actually had two wolf spirits that she worked along, because
Definitely sounds like
when we were
Nightwolf.
first pitching her, we were actually pitching her as an updated version of a hero that some people may know, Red Wolf. But
do love
when we
Red
started
Wolf.
working on the pitch, Marvel liked so much of it that they were like, it's great, but why not an original character? We can push it so much further. They were just over the moon excited
Red
for that.
Wolf? I'm looking
And so we were
that
like,
up
great,
now.
like why not? And so we started working
he's
with
a
cultural
old school
experts like
character,
right
and
away as fast as we could.
he had, like, a
and
new school
one of them
comic
reached out to
where
us
it's,
and
like,
said, you know, wolf spirits,
different
they
red
kind of
wolves.
work, but you know, Skatine
pretty cool.
Nations,
He's
you
got,
know,
like, a
they
wolf
believe
friend,
that
and
bear
they're, like,
spirits
have,
were
like, this
actually the
relationship
protectors. They were the
together.
warriors. And so we switched it
DLL
to
made
bear
Kushala.
spirits.
Nice,
and then
dude.
The other cultural expert that
Interesting
we
if
brought
he
in
made
right away,
Kushala,
well, she
okay.
reached out and said, well, you know, bears are great warriors or protectors,
Interesting.
but eagles are actually much more known
Well, if
for healing
DLL
and drawing
made
out
Kushala,
sicknesses,
then
which was a
I
big
am
part of what
really
we're doing.
excited for
and
the
so
champion then.
we
Yeah.
worked with them and with
So
Marvel.
I was
to
curious
pitch,
because like
and
DLL said he
Brother
wanted to do one of
Grizzly
each
and
class
Sister Eagle
first,
were born.
and if
I
Kushala was
love
most
how
likely
I love
Mystic,
how yeah, we got some room
then
in the
Absorbed Man was
audience. I
Mystic
love
too.
that.
I was
But I love how
curious.
you also like made sure
But I
to
guess he
check
did
all the
say he
boxes
wants to do one of each class first,
like, make
if
sure
he
his
can.
character is detailed. It's
So
very important,
interesting.
and it shows. It really shows, and I can't wait for
Yeah,
y'all to play this
so
character too.
probably
Now this
not
character also
mid- well,
ties into
I
Marvel
don't know.
Comics. I mean, we saw the
Bro, I
one
think,
below
you know, she's
all
Spirit Rider.
in that
She's gotta be
trailer.
she's gotta be
Max,
Mystic.
can you give us some context on who that
has
character
to
is
be
in the game as
Mystic.
well?
What other
Absolutely. So for
class?
those of you
I mean,
unfamiliar, the one
stun
below
skill.
all is the personification of hate and destruction in the Marvel multiverse, and they
He's
are
done
antithetical
science.
to the ultimate form of creation, the one above all. Bit of a no-brainer, I know, but follow with me. It doesn't quite have a form with which to enact its terrible
Oh, that looks
plans and foils, so it has to
I don't see it
manifest
being cosmic
in beings
attack,
who have been
and certainly
infected
not
with a
mutant.
unique kind of gamma radiation, like
Is she
the
a mutant?
Hulk or Abomination. And these gamma mutates
Kushala.
Not that I know of.
and
And now-
manifesting the will of the
He made
Okay,
Abman
Abman,
so-
yes.
enact this terrible crusade of destruction.
Yeah, he made
across all
Abman
creation.
and
But
Photon.
the battle realm itself
I
is a
think.
pretty tough nut to crack. So
Let me make
the
sure.
one below all needs to sort of tap into some new and more
Alright, I got
interesting
Discord,
resources and
tag
agents
team,
if they
this
want
and
to
that.
really overcome a space as tough and brutal as the battle realm. So you're going to see some more cosmic
Yeah,
and
dude, that's so
mystically
cool. I
primal
love it,
forces
man.
of destruction serving
You
the
guys
will
get
of
the
the one
CCP
below
you're
all
thinking.
in their attempts to thwart Shield and the player. I won't spoil too much more of the story, but I do want to say that there are plenty of monsters, mayhem, and madness to be found in Chilt's debut.
I love monsters, mayhem, and I love that. That was good. That was good. Now, okay, I want to know about Chilt's fighting style, right? Justin, what can you tell us?
All right, so Chilt's fighting
Okay,
style
Bishop,
for
that's what I was
in-game
missing. I was
is
like, I know he
best
did his skill.
described as
Yeah,
simple
Zord, Mankey,
and
Bishop, and Photon.
effective. Basically, she's going to be coming in with a superpowered block mechanic that is going to make your parry insanely strong.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, she doesn't care how high the opponent's
So
attack
she's
rating
got
gets throughout the fight.
a knife right there and
the
an
opponent
axe.
has 1 million attack rating. She goes, yeah, I don't care. And she's going to block at exactly the same amount. And not only that, she's got a crazy powerful cleanse mechanic to just get rid of debuffs that come in.
Sounds like a skill.
And she pairs it up with a super powerful
Which is cool,
Tranquilize
'cause I
debuff,
did
which
predict- I was
also
thinking
gets rid of
the
debuffs.
original would be a
So
skill.
she's kind of
If
debuff
it-
immune in a lot of matchups too. And she just inflicts crazy
Yeah.
amounts of bleeds with her adds axe. So honestly, a
Hey,
crazy
character with an
powerful
axe, I'll
kit
take it.
that is super simple and crazy.
He only
fun
got
to
Terra
use.
Axe and
All right,
like.
well, I need to get better
so-
at my parry. That's something the perfect character
Yeah, hell
for me.
yeah.
Now, the details in her kit are also tributes to indigenous background. Justin, can you give us some details on that?
Yeah, so this was something I was really excited about. Like Max mentioned, we
Yeah,
have
it seems like
Tattoo
skill.
Cardinal coming in to provide the
Hey,
voice
Wade
for the
Wilson.
motion comic. For those of you unfamiliar, she's in Dances with Wolves, she's in Smoke Signals, one of the most famous First Nations artists out there. It was an absolute joy and delight to work with her. But we included some references to Smoke Signals in the game. You'll have to find out where they are. You'll have to play against different characters to find
Cool.
them. But most importantly, to me at least, we also included a reference to the poetry of Chief Dan George in her synergy bonuses. His work is extremely important to me, and to bring it into this character was honestly so important and so amazing.
Are you both counting down the days?
Oh man, you kidding?
I've been doing that for months.
Marked in the calendar.
Yes, I love it. Well, Max, you mentioned the custom comic. We actually have it here today.
Sounding
Oh.
like
With-
should be a
right
skill
here, yes,
champion.
Boom.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
With the MCOC logo on it.
Yes, like absolutely. There it is, right there. Y'all, this is beautiful. I mean,
Already
what
made
is it like to
physical
see this
copies.
in person?
I have every MCOC comic ever printed. Except for that one.
Unreal, man.
Unreal.
It's unreal. To have an idea,
Now
have
you
it take
have
shape,
to buy
and
it.
people
Yeah, I
just
do.
put it in paper. Brilliant.
Hopefully it's not
job,
just a
people.
giveaway thing.
Well, you can follow Marvel Contest of Champions on the social channels for more info on how to get this comic.
Oh, it is a
And you know
giveaway.
what?
Damn.
I think we might give some out today. Yo, do you want some swag?
Kabam
You want
or-
this custom comic? I mean, I think they're excited for it.
They had that
I
out.
mean, Justin Max.
They've
I think
done
you
it.
wanna
They did it
help me out?
before.
Okay,
I had to
all
track
right.
it. I had to track some
Who
giveaway
wants
comics
it?
down.
Yeah, we got
Oh, look at
tons,
that.
we got tons.
Damn, I should have went, man. I should have went. I do like the design. I think she's really cool. Damn, that's cool.
love
It
it, I love
was
it. The artwork
just
is
announced in like
breathtaking
the
in
last
this.
Kabam live stream that they were going to Comic Con. So
I know, dude. I asked like so many months ago, and they said no. And I was like, okay, well, I won't get a ticket then. And then they announced it, and I'm like, oh, well, tickets are sold out, so that's like.
Yes, well, we'll hand out some more of those. Justin, Max, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, maybe I can buy it on
Yes,
eBay. Maybe
incredible.
someone will
Thank
sell
you all
it.
for
That
hanging
would be
out with us, both
hopefully
here in
nice.
person and on the live stream.
Someone's
We
gonna
see
make
ya.
money
And
off of
everybody,
it.
if you haven't
Yeah,
yet
just
downloaded
Just try to
Marvel
whittle
Contest of
down the
Champions,
price
it's
for yourself,
free.
okay?
Y'all, on the App Store and on
spent so
Google
much money
Play.
on MCOs.
Be on the lookout for
New York
Chelt.
Comic
Comes
Con.
out in November.
Nice.
And of
That
course,
looks like the
Battle
splash
Realm
screen.
Brawl, October 20th and 21st.
Yeah, it very
in
does feel like
Vancouver.
Nightwolf.
If you can't get there,
But I dig it. I love Mortal
twitch.tv/kabam. Y'all, thank you so much for being at the booth. We'll see you real soon. We out.
That's it. Wow.
said a debuff immune of sorts, not specifically debuff immune. So I suspect that she'll be using the mechanic Tranquilize.
I'm not sure. Boatside, just wanted to drop by briefly. Say, yo, Boatside, what's up, man? Man, that was a good reveal.
Thing. A lot of the times, you know, First Nations people, they're in art and they're in media, but they don't get a chance to control it, to create
I'm
the
so
story
glad,
themselves.
man.
Chelt is the newest superhero coming to Marvel Contest of Champions. She's
Can't wait to
different
share more about
because she's a First
Chelt.
Nations hero, and she's
They didn't say
created by
anything about
Chelt.
Kushala.
The way that Chelt,
Which is
gains
fine,
her
'cause, you know, they wanna
superpowers,
show off
there's
the new
this
original
attack on her
at
small town. There's a
NYCC.
nuclear reactor that goes down.
That's
and
fair.
it sort of creates this big
Hello,
wave
Egatron.
that mutates.
I had to calm down before I joined. I'm so excited.
Oh, Egg, what's up, man? I didn't even see you were in here.
It's all good. I just joined. I had to go calm down because I was so hyped.
Dude, isn't that exciting?
So Kushala is probably going to be Mystic.
Yeah.
Based on how they were describing Chilt's kit, it seems like she's going to be Skill.
Yep.
Things that they officially listed, they did talk about like what Pinhead was saying was the Tranquilize stuff. They confirmed she has Tranquilize, and they also mentioned that she has Cleanse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then she's got that block mechanic, which I'm really interested to see how it works. What else? Simple and effective. That sounds interesting. She's got bleeds. They talked about her axe a lot in terms of the bleeds.
Yeah.
They just like randomly posted this art photo. We see Kushala. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
I know, man. Dude. I gotta get some wallpapers for everyone. People are freaking out. This is so cool.
Man, that one where they were showing the oh gosh, where they were showing Shield versus iBomb looks beautiful. Okay, they're showing in game.
I like how let me go back. So tattoos change. Yeah, it definitely feels
Based on her form, yeah. So if she's summoning the bear, they're red, and if she's summoning the eagle, they're blue.
Yeah, and then tattoos can
Oh no, they're just one on each arm. Okay.
yeah, but they glow. Her arms
They glow the specific
with
color.
it.
Okay.
Dude, I love it, man. I love it.
That's awesome.
I need to take a screenshot of this. I'm guessing DLL designed Kushala? Indeed.
He did design Kushala's set. He confirmed it. I'm on Vega's Discord right now, and I was kind of posting stuff as it got through. And him and J-Nick are both there just kind of chatting about some of the stuff. Like talking about like the First Nations designer section of it. J-Nick just says the animations for this month are going to be insane.
Whew.
And then DLO goes, yeah, when you see Kushala, there used to be more fire. And I'm so worried.
That's awesome.
So I'm wondering, are we gonna have Kushala having an incinerate kind of ability of some sorts?
I would guess.
I'm wondering, because like we do have Ghost Rider himself who doesn't apply incinerate, and neither does CGR, so
CGR does, but it's off his special one.
Right, I forget, because I don't normally use that in his rotation.
So good. Yeah, Jay, the art that you're on right now is exactly the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Slayer? What do you think about Kushala?
Hey, MSD's here. Is Slayer in here? I'll have to...
Slayer
oh, he is.
just joined the room.
What's up, Slayer? Oh my goodness. I know he's over the moon. We've talked so much about Kushala.
Yeah, he's already apologized to DLL with how much he's gonna bug him.
I'm sure he's gonna have something special. Yeah, man. Not the worst Friday the 13th, I'm guessing, right? Dude, Kushala confirm is wild too, yeah. I'm glad they snuck it in here. I am glad. Tattoo idea from Liu Kang.
Year of the Summoner's Choice. Like,
it's them.
There's so many champs that we voted on that didn't get in that are now getting in this year. I'm so happy.
Dude, right? I thought it was crazy for picking them.
We got Zemo.
I know we got Zemo and Kushala. Was there another
Danny.
one?
Danny was
Morbius.
one.
Danny and
Morbius. Yeah. So we've had 4. Yeah.
I think I'm back.
Good now. Yeah, there we go.
You're back to reality?
I think I am just never gonna stop playing this game now. So, any doubt
Welcome to
I
the
ever
club. Welcome to the club, man.
Slayer of Gods, all you're missing is Ghost Rider getting an absolute banger of a buff.
Yeah.
That's it.
For sure, dude. I have that 4 to 5 gem for a 6-star.
You have a Mystic Gem, that's right.
Yeah, I have been holding on to that since Eternity of Pain, just waiting for her.
Well,
That's
how willing are you to grind the arena?
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, all my units are going to that. I don't even care about the Cyber Weekend or whatever. I'm going straight for it. I don't care. Nothing
No,
will
that's
stop it.
absolutely valid. That would be like if they were to release Graviton tomorrow or something like that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, hypothetically speaking, she'll be in the Titan pool in like December, right?
Yes.
February.
Yeah.
Okay, I will not. February?
No, it'll be December.
Will it be? Oh, right, because 6 cycle out, 6 cycle in. It will be
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
So being
Ah.
added into December is going to be Morbius,
Okay.
Werewolf by Night, Chelt, and Kushala, and then 2 existing 6-star champions will get made as 7 stars.
Huh.
Right.
Okay, well, I will not be opening my Titan Crystal when 8.3 drops. All right, cool.
That's why.
Oh man.
You said 6 in, 6 out. Do you think it'll be the Incursions Crystal that's next for that second half
Unlikely.
of the 6?
Yeah.
Unlikely?
Highly unlikely. I think the loyalty and incursion crystals are going to be here to stay for a while. I don't think they're going to get swapped out for a long time.
I agree.
Dude, and she's the TLL champ. too.
Yeah. Dude.
Vegas saying something that he was involved with Kushala. He hasn't given any details about it, but
Oh.
apparently he was
Janik.
involved. No,
Ooh,
Vega.
okay.
Vega.
Oh, Vega.
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
Yeah.
suspected something. Yeah,
Interesting.
I will
He
say.
knew about something, yeah, because he was hinting at something, but
Mhm. I chatted with him, and he was like, "I can't say anything." And I was like, "Fair."
Wow. So that's like, Jubilee with Dragon and
Maybe.
Red
Yeah, maybe he
Goblin
actually
I
like.
hope that starts coming
co-design?
back.
interesting.
I don't know if it was like to the level of a co-design,
Yeah.
but if that starts coming back,
Yeah,
I'm so happy
maybe.
that that's starting to come back.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
That would be great.
Man, I know
Ooh,
both are gonna be
that's-
so good. They just
For real.
they put so much
Absolutely.
effort.
There's
This
no way
makes
that they
me-
don't make Shield like borderline broken at launch.
Oh yeah, no, she's gonna be insane. She looks
Right.
incredible.
They want this character to be good. They need this character to be good.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Kushala will
It's,
be good because DLL designed her, but yeah, Shield is
There's
gonna
a
be...
mystery Mohawk synergy, and then there's a better Ray Bill hinting
Oh,
synergy.
yeah.
I'm hoping those aren't the same,
yeah.
so the Mohawk would
Yeah.
be Robbie Reyes. You know? So
No.
people can get him. I know a lot of people really want Robbie.
Mm,
Another Ghost Rider.
I don't know. I think Kushala's. I don't think there's gonna be another Ghost Rider for a long time. I think we
I
missed
think
our
that's-
chance to get Robbie when they
I think
Who do you
tried
think
it.
who do you think the Mohawk
Isn't-
synergy is, Jay?
Let me get my graphic out.
Isn't Robbie Reyes the Ghost Rider in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series? Is that
Yes.
the
Yeah.
version
Yeah.
you're most familiar?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one with the Mustang, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Well,
Was it a Mustang?
no,
No,
it's not a.
Charger
It's
was
not
it?
a Mustang.
It was a Charger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For the
I haven't
car
seen it in a
car
while.
enthusiast out there. Who did I think? Oh, I haven't updated the Mohawk synergy because I was on a break. Sorry.
Bro, I'm just curious what you think.
Who did
Yeah,
actually?
right.
Bill, Spider-Punk.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
That's,
Spider-
Spider-Punk. Yeah.
Oh, Spider-Punk could go for that Mohawk synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of could, huh?
I definitely think it's a character next year for sure. Just because
Yeah.
with everything and only getting or most likely getting one champion in December with the trophy champ of the Deathless. So we'll see.
Did any Summoner's Choice champions have a Mohawk at any point other than Bill?
That's a very good
That's a
question.
great
Let me go.
question.
I got it. Let's see.
So Jay, you said
I know it
one-
was. It couldn't have been Deathlock or Armor or Blue Marvel. I know those aren't Mohawk characters, but
2022.
Yeah, nothing on that one.
Just
Nothing.
really seems like they're hitting on a lot of those Summoner's Choice champs.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's just Spider-Punk and Gladiator. The
Ugh.
Mohawks.
well, Gladiator's here, so
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Dakin is what people
Ooh.
thought. I thought Ares is a good
Mm.
option.
They
I
could
was
I think they
hoping
might stick with
Dakin-
I think they're probably gonna try and stick with bringing in all the Summoner's Choice champs because we've gotten a few. I know I
Mhm.
joined late, but Zemo was brought up as being
Yep.
a Summoner's Choice runner-up, and he's in now. And
Mm-hmm.
there are a few others like Mega Sentinel, obviously. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that trend is gonna continue. So I could easily see it being Spider-Punk.
Hey, Kabam, if you're watching, drop Prowler and Spider-Punk in an update,
yeah.
and you'll make
Yeah.
a lot of money.
I mean,
And
I
both
think
Summoner's Choice champs.
I
Just be
generally
worth it.
think if we're getting another the Cross Spider-Verse, part 2, that would be a great month. It's gonna
Yeah.
take a
If they
while,
manage to
but
pull off, like,
if they're gonna drop those two champions, make it this February. Like, come on.
No,
I
but
mean,
like if they
Future
manage
Fight
to
has
do
them.
Spider-Punk with like the altered frame, like this is like a
Oh,
big
that would be
tech ask.
ridiculous, dude.
That would be
That
so cool.
Step up from what they did for, what was it, Spider-Ham?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spider-Ham
Mhm.
with his unique modeling. Yeah, that would be. Oh man, and see, I was thinking about that too, but just I couldn't imagine the tech requirement.
Yeah, I would not wish that on anyone having to make that. That looks
Give-
incredibly complex.
Give me a reason to buy a new device by melting it by Spider-Punk animation.
Well, he'd have like less
Not
frames,
even
right?
The
So.
new iPhone 15 will handle the new Spider-Punk at this point.
Yeah. I'm barely handling Morbius's like one glide smoke animation. I don't know what it is with my phone and smoke animations. I just can't do it.
Oh no.
What? Probably not information to ask about. I guess what company of phone do you go with then?
I usually have Samsung, so Android.
Samsung? Okay.
I'm an Apple slave. That's what I am.
I've been considering just buying an extra device simply for MCOC, but at the same time, it's like, no.
I bought my iPad for that reason.
As soon as I can, I'm gonna upgrade out of Apple into a better company. I know that's gonna happen as soon as I can.
There you go. Thank you, Agatron.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna butcher it.
No, it's fine, and the pronunciation is what's gonna kill me until we
Yeah.
start seeing some content creator stuff.
Absolutely.
Chelt?
Chelt, I think, is something like that. I don't know
Chelt,
how
yeah.
well to pronounce the state.
Just like
Chelt.
Shang-Chi. Oof.
It's hard when
Sounds
you get like native names. It gets really difficult and translate into English.
I'm looking at this block mechanic that Chelt has, and I'm just thinking about how good that actually is.
Yeah, I need to go to
You know,
that.
Are we thinking it's gonna be? I don't think it's gonna be perfect block. I think it's gonna be a set number of block damage. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they're
agree.
just gonna give her perfect block. I think it's gonna be like, given XX criteria, Chelt takes
Okay, but-
XX block damage at all, at all circumstances.
Okay, but
Honestly, though,
are they gonna go with something like what they did for Invisible Woman, or for like what they did with Penny Parker? Like,
with
or
the
is it gonna
shield,
be
the
something
damage
different?
taken? I know what you're talking about, like with the sync shield type, and the force field. They could. I mean, just okay. Let's see if I'm remembering this right. So I typed originally when I was just kind of transcribing that it was based around her parry, not just her overall block. So I could see
Right.
them maybe doing a perfect parry thing.
Yeah.
But I don't see them doing like an overall perfect block mechanic. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I don't think they're gonna go Gambit with the horseman,
No,
Right.
that's yeah.
but I could see a perfect
Potentially.
parry and then maybe just really high block proficiency, like
I could see
higher
that.
than Shuri and Red Skull, maybe like 85% block proficiency as a base.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to see how it interacts with all the block penetration stat focus as well.
Yeah, that would be
How-
interesting.
What if she
How
shuts
high
down
is
fear?
Red Skull's block proficiency? Because
It's really high, isn't it?
It's, I
he's
think
getting a buff.
I think it's the highest in the game. If not, it's close.
I'm checking out May right now. Red
Hey.
Skull has
When would these two enter the
79.
featured? Do you guys think the 6-star featured?
Next 6-star featured is what? It's Kindred, Kindred, Photon, Vox, Iron Man, Gladiator, and Werewolf by
It would
Night.
be after that one, yeah.
Yeah, it would be
Damn.
after that one.
Oof.
Oof, that's a long time.
Yeah, I'll just grind out Arena anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, you won't have to worry about it. Or if
Honestly,
you're Rob, you just opened one Paragon.
Yeah, for sure,
Yep.
yeah.
or
I'm
you
just
stop the
trying
open
to
100.
get a game plan going, you know?
If you need any
Isn't
tips
it-
for an arena grind, I pulled one off for Silk.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm
dude,
here.
I'm gonna need it. I've never done a 6-star grind. I just recently did my first 5-star grind, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
don't
new
know
territory.
if I have the patience for an arena grind.
I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
think I've
It'll,
done
it'll
it
test.
since
It'll
Emma
test your
Frost.
patience.
So yeah,
I
just,
mean,
just for the record, it is a lot easier to do it now than it used to be. Like, it's actually
Yes,
achievable
yes.
now.
Especially if you have the Summoner Sigil with Arena Express, that makes it
Yeah.
significantly easier.
It's a
I
huge
mean, I have
time
the
for that.
iron will of punching Grandmaster for 10 hours straight, so I'm sure I can
The
handle it.
iron will.
I just went free to play after the Danny Moonstar, Lady Deathstrike month. Well, except for the Morbius deal. Okay, after the Morbius deal, I went free to play.
After this one other
So I
time,
don't
that I
think I'm
spent
gonna.
$30.
Yeah.
So no, so Red Skull is at 79% block proficiency, which is the highest in the game right now.
Yep. 7-star Shuri eclipses that. She goes to 81%, but that's because she's 7-star. If Red Skull was a 7-star, he'd still have the highest in the game.
How is Shuri comparable at 6-star rank 5? Just out of
It's
curiosity.
a great question. We can take a look at that.
She's 76.1. Okay, so she's like 2.9% less.
Yeah, she's up there. She's within the top 10 for block proficiency.
Makes sense.
So how high was Scorpion's block proficiency? Because wasn't he known as the biggest block proficiency at some point, or was I mistaken on that?
Scorpion's high too. Scorpion's a little bit higher than Shuri. He's 76.4.
Yeah. I don't think if he was known as the highest, but he was like known as being very high, like the highest we had gotten in a while.
Oh, that's what they meant by highest. Okay,
Yeah.
I just remember the word highest, and I just went with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you get to a certain point with block proficiency where, like, once you cross a certain threshold, I forget what the number is, but you get to essentially a perfect parry on every single parry.
There's
It
some
gets
champions
so
that just can do that. Yeah.
yeah, like Shuri, for example, she has high enough block proficiency. Scorpion should have the capability to do that as well, and Red Skull
Yeah, I've noticed
too.
a lot of.
I think the break
I think
point.
Overseer has that as well, actually, or at least he does as a 7-star.
8 Bishop gets close.
You say Kate
Kate
gets close? Let me check something.
Yeah.
Okay, so 383.
I think you have to be above 70 by a substantial amount. Well, not a substantial amount, but you have to be above 70, maybe in the lower 70s to have that nearly guaranteed. Because I know Kate has really high block proficiency, and even then she's not getting perfect parries, but she's getting close.
Yeah.
Same goes for Professor X.
Kate Bishop. Does Kate increase her block proficiency by any way?
Not that I know of.
5250, which is 70%. So I think the threshold is probably around 70. So it's somewhere between, I think, 70 and 75%. Because Doc Ock, when he has his max category, is perfect parries.
Yeah, I'm looking at Prof X right now. He has 71.5, and I believe Prof X can do perfect parries.
Okay, so it has to be like 71 something, 71%.
Yeah.
Unless Prof X is literally the threshold.
It might literally be like the number you have to be at or above to have perfect parries with the mastery.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like with the masteries, doesn't that make it go up to like 72-ish, 73, somewhere in there?
Yeah, it gets to that threshold. So you might need to be at that baseline to then be pushed above the threshold.
Mm. There's just a lot of champions that are just at that threshold with the block proficiency masteries, though.
Recently, that's been a new thing with champions having higher block. I think because Doom set a standard that will never be broken.
Yeah.
You kind of have to adjust because he's in the 58th percentile now for block proficiency. So he's not even in regards to block, he's not even as high as he was when he came out. That just goes to show how much they're trying to normalize higher block proficiency.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess that means the mastery sometimes becomes less and less relevant, which is
Yeah,
good and
yeah.
bad.
Like, you'll get to a certain point, speaking about Red Skull, Shuri, Scorpion specifically, where it's so high that you might just be able to nail a perfect parry without the additional increase from mastery. Like, without adding 2 more points, you might just be able to throw on parry and boom, you get a perfect parry.
Right. That was that.
I hope they do good with Red Skull's buff, though.
I do
'cause
too.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with his armor up's not that fun.
No. Just the way that they get consumed is just not conducive anymore. Anyways, he's gonna be interesting in next Battlegrounds meta, though. Also, for the person in chat that's asking about the Russian champ that wasn't buffed last year, the people thought it was Rhino. I'm thoroughly convinced it was Red Guardian.
So am I.
Yeah. Definitely one of those two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just I hope they keep doing the Iron Man treatment and like the revamps and the redesigns and stuff like that.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a fun process because you have these new players who start new accounts and they make progress really fast, so they don't have the OG characters. So you take one of those 2015, 20, or 2016, 2017 characters and you give them a facelift, and it's a great time all around because not only do you reward the players who have had them for a long time, racking up those Sig 120s and 140s on these old characters. You reward them with the buffed 6-star, but you also release the 7-star, so you're opening the gates to the next level of progression at the same time. So it's
Right.
not a you're not hitting the ceiling when you're giving them essentially a free buffed character with the month, because there's still more to be done in terms of the strength of the character. But I love the process, and I love like the response to Iron Man seemed inherently positive. So
I hope it was. I know that was the big concern, and that may have shut down the idea of doing something like that again. So I'm hoping it was positive enough that they keep it up.
Yeah, from a monetary standpoint, is the biggest.
yeah, that's at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. I hope it went well for sure.
If they do it again, I think it would be probably in their best position to do Captain America Classic. It's like I can see a couple of others that would need it as well, like Doctor Strange and Thor. But
I think
Thor
Doctor
was
Strange, they're sitting on a gold mine with
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. They
Agreed.
just have to
Doctor
do it right.
they
Strange makes the most
definitely
sense.
are.
One I would
The
like
only
to
thing
see
is
happen.
like the hype comparison between him and Captain America, especially since Captain America got that visual animation for the
stuff, yeah.
victory.
Yep. I think the one I'd like to see the most done is probably Electro.
Really, you think Electro needs a facelift?
I do. I am
Just
gonna
love
be
that
completely
description.
honest. I hate Electro's visual design.
Yeah, I mean, not the biggest
that's
fan
fair.
of that.
That's
that-
fair. It's very boring.
At the time, that's
want-
what he was wearing in the comics.
Right. I want them to go back to like the OG, like full-on yellow mask and stuff like that. I think that Kabam could find some way to make it really cool in game.
I want Ultimate Universe Electro, where he's just his full body's made of electricity. That's my favorite. I don't know if they do it, but that's my favorite version.
That would be pretty cool too.
The Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon series.
The
Yeah.
comics more specifically, but yeah.
Oh,
Both were good. Both were good. Actually, I wasn't
Well,
as used on the show in retrospect, but the show was not.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I see everyone leaving. I don't think there's too much else to discuss. I don't know if we want to hang out here in Discord, people can. But I think this was a great stream. I'm glad they're doing a new original. I'm sure. I'm very excited to see that comic too. I'll see if I can snag one online, or maybe next weekend if they have it at the headquarters. Is anyone else going to the thing next weekend?
I wish, man.
I know.
I want
I
to
wish
so
I could.
bad.
What about you guys, MSD and Slayer? I know you're anonymous, so I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Kinda.
Yeah,
That's
I'll be
all I'm
there.
gonna say.
Yeah, okay.
Are you gonna cosplay while you're there? Is that your way out?
I will kinda be there. You'll see.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Am I gonna vlog it? Probably not.
Are you gonna... Wait,
But-
Slayer, are you
I
gonna
was
have
thinking about
Padme,
that, but
like,
it's-
lift up a phone with you on call?
Yeah.
Everyone should vlog it. That'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be.
I have been
Inception.
asking someone to vlog it.
I have something special planned for an hour, so I can't vlog the whole thing. I'll say that.
Like imagine everyone
yeah.
vlogs it and you're able to like watch all of them and play them all at like different times and stuff. You know, like people do with some of the movies that all sync together.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny.
I like doing that with the NYCC when like Seaton went, and then you had like different
Yeah.
vlogs of other creators. That was
Captain
really nice.
Bay was always
Yeah.
vlogging that stuff. I hope he's.
I've rewatched
gonna
his
come
stuff.
through
Like,
it. Yeah, for sure.
Isn't there some big Airbnb thing going on with Captain Bay and a few others?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm part of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought so.
I'm bringing my family, so I couldn't go. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's me, Lags, Andy, Captain, Andy's girlfriend, Bitter, and Eat.
Yeah,
Such
nice.
an odd combination. That's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys. Like I'm a little bit disappointed that I can't go, but I'm so excited for you guys. It's gonna be great.
It's always next year. Could only get bigger and better.
For real.
Yeah,
I
and who
hope
knows?
they
They
make it
might have
continual.
more event. They might have an event like halfway through the year. They might do 2 events.
Mhm.
They said they want to do more in-person stuff. So I would
Thank
love
you.
to see them go back to Comic-Con and then have an event in Vancouver because
Yeah.
that gives more people access to, like, if they were to go back to, it doesn't even have to be Comic-Con. They could just have an event in the United States. So it'd give more people like within the states who can't travel to Vancouver but can take a drive. Um, it would give them more access to go to a Kabam event. But yeah, I'm just spitballing there.
No, for real.
I agree.
I'm glad they're doing the Twitch streams and stuff like that too to kind of stay more active.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
because you build engagement with that as well.
Yeah.
The States, I feel like if they were to do that, it would have to be like maybe Los Angeles or Seattle or even New York City itself, because Portland isn't a good idea. And
Yeah, that's true.
oh, isn't there someplace in Florida they could though?
Don't go to Florida.
Yeah, don't go to Florida.
Go to Florida.
Yeah, vouch.
There's plenty of esports arenas too if they ever want to do this like MCOC on the road and do a full like season MCOC and have like majors like Major 1.
And the Overwatch League just died. Just take over one of their arenas.
Yeah, I mean there's the Call of Duty arenas here. We got one in Arlington that I go to every year for some Call of Duty tournaments. They're pretty good.
I don't know if we have any in Salem.
I don't know. It's usually like the semi big towns. A lot of I don't know if Overwatch works the same way where they have like a city sponsoring the team.
Yeah.
Okay, does that way? I assumed it
They
was.
do, but they don't like because of how they had it set up. It was rarely a situation where the teams would like travel between cities.
That is
But
weird.
like, yeah. It
But
was just kind
did they have like an esports stadium per city? That's what they
No.
did for Call of Duty. Okay.
I wish they did, but anyways, this is not a stream discussion because I'll end up leaving Jay for like another half hour.
Fair. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here. I appreciate everyone coming by, and I'll see you guys next weekend in Vancouver, live.